in like the elections. And as I said, the vice chancellor, who's been the whole reason for the impeachment, he is the one who actually gained so many votes that he could actually now get a seat in the European Parliament. So there are a lot of people in Austria, apparently, that are like, I think the slogan is jetzt erst recht, so now even more so. So I think Austria really has a very conservative right-wing majority. Also when it comes to the people voting, not just to the parliament or governments or whatever, but like in the populace, you know, most people are right-wing. And I think the most likely scenario, if nothing happens in between, is that the former Chancellor Kurz, the millennial that you talked about, is going to just gain even more, you know, because most people are like, why was he impeached? He didn't do anything, blah, blah, blah. And the narrative about the vice chancellor is, I think, it's just been, what's the word? Falle.
It's just a single case.
Not just a single case, but like a falle, like he,
because
it was a staged thing.
Stop. So who was taping it? Like, who was recording it?
Yeah, that is the huge question that nobody knows the answer to. There's several theories, but it's highly interesting because the niece of the oligarch wasn't real, you know? She was an actress.
So it was a setup. Interesting.
Yeah. It was that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, it's a setup. Yeah, and the narrative about Hatzi Strache, the former vice chancellor, is like he's just been set up. He's the victim. He was just being a boy, you know, trying to impress the attractive lady. And he was drunk, so you can't really take it seriously. And everyone has secrets. Don't we all have secrets? Don't we all make mistakes? That's the narrative that he also built in his speech on Saturday, and that people are just buying. So that's a problem.
Yeah, that is a problem. I mean, on the one hand, like, okay, yeah, it was like not an actual Russian oligarch, but the fact that he was willing to do it, like, that's an issue.
Exactly. I mean, that just shows how he wants to do politics.
But is it entrapment? Like, that's a good question.
So I think there's two aspects of that. And the first thing is, it doesn't matter whether he's been set up or not, because it shows how corrupt he does politics, you know, because he didn't know it was a setup. He just, you know, he thought there was a real interaction, and he actually promised those things. He actually was ready to be corrupt.
I mean, the intention was there, even if it wasn't real.
Exactly. And then the second thing is, who did the video, who did the setup? That's a whole other question. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
it's a separate question, and it can be dealt with entirely separately from whether or not he is a potentially corrupt politician.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh man, exciting times in Austria.
Yeah, I told you so.
Exciting.
And I've been kind of in the midst of it because I'm working in parliament, and I didn't get a lot of sleep and was really like excited and like enthusiastic and then worried and then afraid and all of those things at once. So yeah.
Wow. Well, we're going to talk in our next episode about what's going on with abortion in Austria and Germany and the US.
We could also talk about Germany, because also interesting things
there's shit going on in Germany too. Yeah. But the next episode that we will do together, which will be the next episode after this one, we'll be looking at what the hell is going on with abortion, because it's a nightmare.
It's a hellscape.
I mean, I don't think I would ever actually have an abortion, but I don't think it's my right to tell people like what they can do with their bodies. Yeah. And this is a disaster. And I think, you know, when I've talked to Amy Dreyer, and when we've talked to Amy about the abortion thing, like a lot of it is just like seeing how far you can push it before it gets to the Supreme Court, and then like challenging Roe versus Wade in the United States to like see if you can push the envelope just far enough.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's our next episode.
Next time, Liz is going to talk about the American situation. I'm going to say a few sentences about the Austrian situation, and maybe we'll throw in 1 or 2 sentences about the German situation too.
Yes. Excellent. It was so awesome to see you and talk to you again.
Yes, same.
And
I just realized how much I missed this.
Oh, yay. Yay.
Yay.
Try not to work too hard.
Yeah, well.
Get some sleep.
You too. Yes,
right.
I will. I got so much sleep the last 2 days because there was a Feiertag, like a holiday yesterday, and I was like, don't wake me up.
All right. Well, then get some sleep, enjoy the drama that is Austrian politics, and stay nasty.
Stay nasty. Bye.
Thank you for listening to She Who Persisted, the Nasty Podcast. If you want to reach out to us on social media, you can reach us on our Facebook page, She Who Persisted, the Nasty Podcast, the Facebook discussion group, Persisters, the She Who Persisted group, on Instagram at She Who Persisted, on Twitter, She Persisted Pod, or via email at shewhopersistedpodcast@gmail.com. You can always find us on our website, shewhopersisted.com. Thanks for listening. We hope you'll continue to join us in thinking about ways that you can fight the patriarchy, resist, and persist. Stay nasty. Bye.